Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for December 30th through January 5th. It feels so crazy to say that. All right, we're going to see what's happening in the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to pull an angel message for you all from this deck here. So without further ado, let's get to it. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please show us what's happening for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, December 30th through January 5th. Happy New Year, by the way. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, my darlings, we have the wheel. Oh, I love this. So the wheel card is major arcana, so we're kicking off the week Monday, Tuesday with some powerful energy, some shifts, some movements, something that's happening directly connected to life lessons you came here to learn, things you came here to accomplish, being placed on the right path, you know, being placed on the path that you were meant to walk. That's how I see the major arcana when they come up in a reading. Some situation is directly linked to life purpose, life path, life lesson, growth. And the wheel is a card that happens to come up when something is becoming unstuck. So if in some area of your life you've been feeling stuck for a while, don't be surprised if Monday, Tuesday, something is suddenly shifting forward fairly quickly. And when it gets moving, man, it gets moving. I mean, just bam, 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 bam. Open doors, okay? So it could be that what's been going on, Scorpio, and I've talked about this in other videos, and a lot of you have been like, oh my God, yes, you've confirmed it in the comments. I'm a Scorpio myself, so I can relate. But we had a really rough period with Saturn for like 10 to 12 years, a couple of years back, and it was around 2018 that it began shifting, or we began coming out of it. So the last 2 years for you maybe have been about recovery, and there may have been a lot of improvements, but there may be some areas of your life that still feel a little bit stuck. Whether, you know, maybe it's improved, maybe love life has improved, maybe money has improved, but just something still is just quite not up to par. Monday, Tuesday, you may be seeing positive shifts in that direction, okay? You may be receiving a phone call that surprises you. You may be receiving good news. Some offer might be coming your way. Business may be picking up. It could be many different things because this is a general reading. Sometimes I say this in the videos and people go, oh yeah, some intuitive you are. That sounds like everything. Well, hello, I'm not reading for one person. I'm reading for the masses, okay? And the energies are going to come in different ways. And that's why I try to cover the different scenarios. I will say one thing when the wheel comes up. Keep in mind, guys, everything is cycles. Everything is cycles. And you can't have go, 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 go all the time. You'll burn out. So even though things are picking up and there's going to be, you know, benefits coming in, abundance coming in, be sure you're wise with what's coming in as it's coming in, because there will be slow periods again in the future. Not because of bad luck, not because luck is running out, but because that's the nature of things. You can't be go, go, go all the time. You need downtime, you know? You need to have that downtime. So be smart with what's coming in. Prepare in the beginning of the week for positive shifts, for things to be moving forward, okay? Let's go ahead and check out your next card here. Wednesday, Thursday. High Priestess. I love it, okay? It's another major arcana card. This is the first time I'm using this deck in the videos, but it's thoroughly shuffled, and you guys are close to my last few readings. I've done the other signs ahead, so it's a thoroughly shuffled deck, guys. Thoroughly shuffled. And we've got two back-to-back major arcana, so this is a big week. A lot of you guys are not playing. You guys are not playing coming into 2020. You've had a taste of things getting better. You're fed up. You're ready for things to really excel in your life, and you're not playing any games, right? So you're in very powerful energy coming into the new year. The High Priestess is specifically going to be associated with the astrological sign of Pisces. So some of you may have some kind of partnership or something happening with a Pisces. There could be a Pisces who's significant in your life. I know my best friend is a Pisces. But it could be if you have Pisces in your chart, that part of your personality may be coming up in full effect and really helping you and benefiting you as you're moving forward. However, it doesn't have to be related to Pisces. I always say this. It could be energetic, and it could be along that energy that you're coming into. This card is about intuition, learning to trust your intuition, learning to hear that inner voice, and being very connected with it. It's also associated with the moon, so you may be really, really harnessing the new moon in Capricorn energy, where you're really being very studious and really manifesting a lot of abundance right now. The High Priestess has a very specific meaning for me in readings overall, and some of you may have heard me say this, and you're going to have to be prepared for this, Scorpio. You're going to have to be prepared for this. When you come into High Priestess energy, this is just something I've seen from my own experience. It's not a Tarot 101 thing. It's not like something that every tarot reader will agree with me on. It's just the way that I've experienced this card and I've seen this card. When you come into High Priestess energy, all your chakras are opening up and aligning. Your intuition is on point, and you are just flowing all of this beautiful, positive, wonderful energy, which is very addictive to the people around you. Okay, it's very healing, it's very soothing, it's very magnetic, and you may find that people are just kind of flocking towards you, whether it's professionally, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's kind of a little bit of everything. And when you're in this High Priestess energy, you will have a lot of people that are trying to get you into bed. It will happen, you know, and you might be like, what's going on? I really haven't changed a whole lot about myself. I look the same, I act the same, but all of a sudden, like, people are falling out of the woodwork, tripping over themselves, trying to get near me. Well, it's because of the energy that's kind of flowing through you. And there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind. Number one, a lot of the people that are going to be flocking towards you, they're very hurt, okay? They're healing, they're seeing you as a source of healing. And it is not your job to heal every single person that comes across your path. You will get better at learning to recognize this, and you will get better at kind of helping people like make their own connection or send them healing without having to take it on into your personal space. If you are physically intimate with anybody, you need to be cautious who you're being physically intimate with, because you give away a lot of your power in that physical intimacy. People are it's easier for them to court you and to feed off of your energy, okay? Especially for females, okay? So you're going to have to stay on top of your spiritual hygiene. You know, I usually would say maybe it's better not to like have physical intimacy with, you know, somebody new, you know, but you might say, no, I feel this really strong connection. I feel this really strong, like maybe you're wanting to do it, or like, oh, I just want to have fun, whatever. You make your decisions, but stay on top of your spiritual hygiene. Make sure you're saging yourself. Make sure you're smudging yourself. Make sure you're cutting cords. Take sea salt baths. Scorpio, it might be a good idea for you as you're coming into the new year. Maybe take a sea salt bath coming into the new year as like an intention setting, okay? That's one of my favorite ways to start off the new year, is to take like a sea salt bath and just go ahead and set your intention. Like you're cleansing and washing everything away. You're putting your little force field around you. You're putting your little, you know, bubble of light around you. And you're going in really kind of guarding your space or protecting your space, setting strong boundaries. But don't be surprised if you have a lot of people that seem to be interested in you all of a sudden and wanting to be near you and wanting to be close to you and wanting to be dating you. You're like a candle in a dark place and the moths are just kind of rushing at you. And you'll learn, you know, those of you who are newer on the spiritual path, or you're just tapping into your spiritual gifts and abilities, you'll learn. You'll learn to tell the difference. You'll learn to know when somebody is pursuing you persistently because they connect with you on a higher vibrational level and they're coming in as an equal partner, or if they're pursuing you persistently because they're just like a moth that doesn't understand what's happening and just is rushing at you out of just pure, just like pull and force. It's like a sailor. I always say the sailor falling in love with the mermaid, you know, out at sea. Some of you have heard me say this, you know, even if the sailor catches up to the mermaid, you know, what are they going to do? Are they going to throw down an anchor and live the rest of their life out at sea to be near the mermaid? Are they going to scoop her up and take her back to land and dump her in a giant fish tank and hope she's happy there? They just might be very mesmerized with you, but they might not know what to do with you once they're with you. Okay, so keep this in mind. This is not to say you can't meet a significant soulmate, you know, midweek, or that you aren't currently with the right person, or that you aren't manifesting the right person. Just understand that you're going to have a lot of energy coming your way. And it's going to be up to you to decipher, you know, what comes in and what doesn't. It's going to be up to you to do the filtering, okay? Doors are opening. Things are coming in through the doors. It's up to you to filter. Pray, meditate, set your boundaries, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut feeling, stay on top of that spiritual hygiene, and you should be fine. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is, what did I tell you? Things moving fast. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is also, the wands in general are kind of phallic, and in this deck especially, they're kind of phallic. So there may be a lot of sexual energy kind of coming your way here. So be aware of this. Be aware of this, okay? It might be coming from you. Maybe you're kind of connecting with that part of yourself, and maybe you're feeling like, you know, you want to go for it. Or you might have a lot of people that seem to be very attracted to you, you know, like kind of coming at you. It could, again, be communication. I don't know why, because, okay, 8 of Wands in general could be communication, things coming in very quickly. And when I had the Wheel card come up, I also felt a feeling of like news coming in or communication coming in. Don't be surprised if you do receive a significant offer this week on a personal level. Maybe some of you, love life has been stuck. There could be someone that you kind of sort of already know. They're not entirely new to you. And you could have somebody maybe reaching out and saying, hey, you know, I'd like to get together. I'd like to, you know, see you or something. But don't be surprised if things move forward very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. It's up to you what you want to do or how far you want to go with that. As far as other opportunities as well, though, it still stands. It could be in terms of business. It could be in terms of contract. Maybe something you've been working on that has just kind of nothing's been happening. All of a sudden it's moving forward. Because 8 of Wands overall is very fast moving energy. And something that you're excited about. Something that you're happy about moving forward. Okay, so this is fully telling us, guys, the blocks are out of the way. Like, it's go time. Like, it's go time. It's on. It's moving forward, and it's happening fast. So you're going into 2020 with a really fast, like, full forward momentum energy. The best way that I can describe it is when I was meditating from 2018 coming into 2019, I kept getting this feeling like I was in this car and the car was accelerating really, really fast, like going into turbo drive. And so that was a message regarding certain things for me about, like, all of a sudden things were going to move very quickly, okay? And that, you know, that's a whole other personal experience, but I feel a lot of you are having that turbo drive kind of thing happening in your life coming into 2020, where things are, the path is clear. There's nothing in the way. The obstacles are removed. It's go time. Like, you're moving forward very, very fast. That's what I feel like with the 8 of Wands here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the angel message. And if you watch your moon sign and rising sign video too, it might give you a better idea of what area of your life might be becoming unstuck, because it is going to be different for different ones of you. Let's go ahead and see what your angel message is here for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising for the week ahead. And guys, don't forget to watch your 2020 reading as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate. Not some weeks. The 2020, it's 12 months, guys. 12 months. Okay? 12 months. It's very helpful. So that's linked in the description as well. You have Angel of Abundance, and this is such a beautiful card. And this is, I'll tell you why I love this card. Number one, I've never seen it be wrong. Anytime this card has come up, whether it's been for me or for somebody I'm reading for, I've never seen it be wrong. Number two, pay attention to the wording here. It says, a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Okay? I emphasize steady flow of abundance. So in other words, this isn't going to be a one-time thing, right? It's not just kind of like you got lucky and you got a bonus, or you landed some little side thing that brought in money, or you scratched off a scratcher and you came into some extra money. This is a steady flow. This is a new way of being. So your experience with money is changing. Your experience with finances is changing. Your experience with receiving is changing. This isn't about a lucky streak or just a temporary, like, you know, positive shift. This is the whole system is changing, and it's going to be steadily coming in. Right? It's going to be your new constant or your new normal. That's what I really love about it. Now, the pink is really jumping out at me, and that to me is Archangel Jophiel, and I kind of refer to her as the redecorating archangel. She will show up when you're at a time of new beginning, bringing in a lot of new beautiful things in your life, often after you've done a tremendous amount of clearing. I know a lot of Scorpios have been. So prepare for the inflow to come in. And also there's a lot of orange in this card. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, you guys, you know, pay attention to your crown, not your crown, oh gosh, I'm so tired from talking, I'm mixing up my words. The orange is jumping out at me, so pay attention to your sacral chakra, also the yellow solar plexus. So maybe some sacral chakra and solar plexus chakra meditations will be very helpful for you. Sacral is like just your physical, being in the physical realm, the physical element. And the solar plexus is going to be your identity, your confidence, like, you know, who you are, what you're here to do. So connecting and strengthening with those is going to be very helpful. And the sun here, the sun seems to be like, it's making me think of the root chakra. So I feel, Scorpio, a lot of you have been in the higher chakras as you've been clearing and healing. But I feel like Spirit might be saying it's time to come into the lower chakras and be in the body again, right? So maybe with that High Priestess card, maybe some of you have been really guarding your energy and not letting people in. Spirit might be saying, okay, this is the time. You know, you're coming into a steady, stable part in your life. Maybe it's time to let somebody in. Maybe it's time to have a relationship. So for some of you, it's just, you know, like returning back into the physical body. This is a general reading, so it's going to be different for different ones of you. You know, Scorpios have this reputation for being like, you know, highly physical or like really wild in bed. And what a lot of people don't realize is it's not just like that with every single person that comes along. There has to be a connection. There has to be like a, you know, there has to be a safe element in it, right? So a lot of you have been so busy working on yourselves that, you know, maybe you haven't been in that physical element. And so now this is coming into a time where maybe you are, you know, bringing all of these elements together. Like, you know, finances are stable, emotions are stable, you're in a healthy place mentally. So those of you where you haven't been too much in the physical, as you're coming into this new year, it could be that you're also bringing in the physical now, right? That stuck part is unstuck. All right, my darlings, I'm talking way too much. Be sure to watch your 2020 forecast. It's linked in the description. Watch your moon and rising videos. And I thank you so much, guys. Calendly is open again for the New Year readings. The 15, 30, and 60 readings will be available again around February, depending on, you know, how busy it gets. After January 1st, a lot of people start booking the 2020 readings, and sometimes they go really, really fast. So what I'm going to do is only book the 2020 readings, and I'll get a pretty good idea in the next week or so when I'll be opening up to the other readings, and I'll let you guys know. But the 2020 readings go fast, so if you're thinking of getting one, you know, don't wait too long, because first week of January they start going pretty quickly. I thank you all for watching, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you a fabulous week, my darlings, and a wonderful, happy new year. Take care, Scorpio.